So, dear learners, for future reference, I'm going to record this class so that you can find this lecture after the class in the e-learning after uploading, right? So let's begin. So this is Faisal Ahmed with you. So we are dealing with Elizabethan drama, the course code of which is ENG 1002 in the semester spring 2023. So our first text is Dr. Faustus. Let's study in detail. So this is a drama regarding a magician, though he was a very scholar person, but later on he turned to magic and became magician through black power, right? So black power, something like black magic, which is forbidden in any religion, right? Whether it's Islam or Christianity. So in this case, this is a Christian religion as it's written by a Christian writer. So Christian religion is followed here. And the story is about Dr. Faustus, who was a scholar, and later on he became a magician, right? So let's go to the context. The Renaissance period, right? In the 1300s, European civilization began its transition out of the church-dominated Middle Ages into a period that embraced a secular, more humanistic view of the world. This period, called the Renaissance, was a cultural, intellectual, and artistic movement beginning in Italy and spreading across Western Europe over the next few hundred years. It ended with the religious 30 Years' War in Central Europe from 1618 to 48. The era's passion for classical-based art and learning was sparked by rediscovery of the literature of Greece and Rome. Okay, let's jump into the text now about the title. So the genre. So the title of the drama is Dr. Faustus, after the major character of the drama, right? And the book was published in 1604, and the writer or dramatist is known as Christopher Marlowe, right? And it is in the genre of a tragedy. So let me tell something about the title of the drama. The title, Dr. Faustus, refers to the play's protagonist as well as the historic figure Dr. John Faustus, an English version of the name Johann Faustus, who was a self-proclaimed magician and wizard at a time when witchcraft means magic, or magical activity, or dealing with magical activity is called witchcraft, was feared and condemned by Catholics and Protestants alike. The play was first published in 1604 with a more lengthy title, The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. The extended title calls attention to the play's genre, but also provides a contrast. Dr. Faustus is not the typical well-to-do hero of a tragedy. In fact, he is a commoner, which suggests that no one is immune to tragedy. Okay, I think you can understand me. So Dr. Faustus is written in a religious climate. Okay, Dr. Faustus reflects contemporary controversies over religious faith, the faith on God, and also against Shaitan, and also the theme or the concept of hell and heaven, right? So Dr. Faustus reflects contemporary controversies over religious faith. During the Renaissance in Europe, there was a great upheaval within the Roman Catholic Church called the Protestant Reformation. Throughout the Middle Ages, 5th century to the Renaissance, the Catholic Church governed the lives of people throughout Western and Central Europe. The calendar year revolved around religious rituals and observances, and church teachings were the sole guide in matters of ethics, the meaning of life, and what to expect in the afterlife. Heresy or disagreement with church teachings was dealt with harshly. However, in the swift changing world of the Renaissance, the Roman Catholic Church struggled to maintain a stable and unifying framework for people's spiritual and material lives. Individuals within the church were questioning certain practices and doctrines. Among the most outspoken and influential was a German theologian named Martin Luther. He was deeply troubled by church doctrine that accepted money in exchange for traditional acts of penance performed by a sinner as atonement. These exchanges were called indulgences. In 1517, Luther tried to spur debate on the issue in his famous document, the 95 Theses. Right, so these are the historical elements associated with this drama, the period of Renaissance and the period of Elizabethan era. Okay, um, let's discuss about magic and religion. Okay, so religion was eventually banned from the Elizabethan stage because of its sensitive nature. Dr. Faustus was the last play from this period to deal directly with a religious topic. However, as the play demonstrates, Elizabethans blurred the line between religion and man. Religion involves faith or belief in the supernatural and the existence of good and evil. In Elizabethan England, as well as in much of Europe, this went hand in hand with the belief in witches and witchcraft. Renaissance interest in alchemy, astrology, and magic tended to support these beliefs. Furthermore, the first printed books were religious in nature, and many circulated ideas about witches deals with the devil and magical abilities. In parts of Europe, witches were hunted, tortured, and killed by the thousands. The hysteria did not reach these heights in England, though Queen Elizabeth passed a harsh witchcraft law in 1562. The character Dr. Faustus, who makes a pact or a contract with the devil and becomes a magician, was seen as a witch by Elizabethan audiences. Yet his downfall and fate are viewed in light of redemption, salvation, and eternal damnation, all of which are Christian ideas. So, there was a real Dr. Faustus, right? Real Dr. Faustus, based on which story Christopher Marlowe wrote this drama named Dr. Faustus. Okay. The legend of a man selling his soul to the devil comes out of Wittenberg, Germany. So the real story happened in Germany, the city of Wittenberg, a city in the Germany in the early 1500s. John Faustus, his real name, an English version of the name Johann Faustus, was a self-proclaimed magician and wizard. These bold Disturb করবো না। These bold claim was made at a time when witchcraft was feared and condemned by Catholics and Protestants alike. The punishment was death by burning at the stake. During his lifetime, Faustus was denounced by his contemporaries Martin Luther and German Lutheran reformer Philip Melanchthon. Okay, so performance and reception of the drama. So we will not discuss this. Okay. Here's the biography of the author or the dramatist. You can study this at your own. So we will now discuss the characters of the drama, right? The central character of the drama is Dr. Faustus. Then next major character, one of the major characters is Mephistopheles, who is the assistant of the Satan or devil, and he was assigned to Dr. Faustus to help him in black magic, right? Next character is Lucifer. Lucifer is the devil, Satan or the leader in hell, right? So these are the this is character map. Just have a look. Dr. Faustus, very proud and ambitious scholar, later on became a witch or a magician. Next major character Mephistopheles and his master Lucifer, who is the prince of devils, and Mephistopheles is contemplative devil. The evil angel, the good angel. Okay, good angel represents goodness, evil angel represents badness. Okay, voice of corruption, and good angel represents voice of conscience. Wagner is the servant of Dr. Faustus. Clumsy would be magician. Valdez is a learned magician who is teacher of Mephistopheles, Dr. Faustus. And Cornelius is also a learned magician who is also a teacher of Dr. Faustus. So these two persons are the teachers of Dr. Faustus who taught magic, normal, basic magics to Dr. Faustus. Okay. And he started black magic with the help of Mephistopheles and Lucifer. Lucifer is the master of Mephistopheles and the prince of devils, and also the leader in hell, right? And Wagner is his Dr. Faustus's servant. Okay, and also an apprentice magician. Okay, so these are the characters in this drama. So here are other minor characters also, and with the descriptions. Dr. Faustus, a doctor of theology, sells his soul to Lucifer in exchange for unlimited knowledge and the services of the devil Mephistopheles for 24 years. Okay, in exchange of unlimited power of black magic, right? So Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles, a devil and collector of damned souls for Lucifer, serves Faustus for 24 years until the doctor's soul is claimed and he is sent to hell. Lucifer, once an angel and dearly loved by God, rebelled and was thrown out of heaven. He is the prince of devils and collects human souls, including the soul of Faustus, to populate his kingdom of hell. Alexander the Great. Just an allusion is there in the drama. Alexander the Great is a legendary historical figure, the famous Macedonian king and conqueror from the 4th century BC. Spirits who resemble him and his paramour or mistress are conjured by Faustus at the request of Emperor Carolus the Fifth. Beelzebub. Beelzebub is Lucifer's companion prince in hell and appears with Lucifer to bolster Faustus' resolve to pursue his study of magic. Belial. Belial is one of two minor devils conjured by Wagner to scare the clown. Belcher. Belcher is one of two minor devils conjured by Wagner to scare the clown. Cardinal of Lorraine. The Cardinal of Lorraine is an attendant to the Pope. He is present when Faustus plays several pranks on the Pope while invisible. Chorus. The chorus provides commentary that helps the audience interpret the play. Then clown. The clown is simple peasant victimized by Wagner's amateur conjuring. Cornelius. Cornelius is a learned magician and friend to Faustus. Along with Valdis, he helps tutor Faustus in the rudiments of magic. Covetousness. Covetousness is one of the 7 deadly sins personified and shown to Faustus. Covetousness represents an excessive desire to possess wealth. I mean, greed for wealth is covetousness, material goods or power. Duchess of Benholt. The Duchess of Benholt is wife of the Duke of Benholt, a patron of Faustus. Faustus delights her by making grapes appear in pictures. Duke of Benholt. The Duke of Benholt is Faustus's admiring patron and husband of the Duchess of Benholt. Emperor Carolus V. Emperor Carolus V, also known as Emperor Charles V, is Faustus's admiring patron for whom he conjures Alexander the Great and his paramour. Envy. Envy is one of the 7 deadly sins, right, mentioned in the book, Dr. Faustus. So envy is one of the 7 deadly sins personified and shown to Faustus. The evil angel. The evil angel argues in favor of Faustus's continued pursuit of black magic, which ultimately sends Faustus to hell. Friar. The friar leads several other friars in singing a dirge to drive off the invisible Faustus and Mephistopheles as they torment the Pope. Gluttony. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins personified and shown to Faustus. Gluttony is the sin of greed, especially for food and drink. The good angel. The good angel argues in favor of Faustus's repentance and the salvation of his soul. So আমাদের অল্প কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে ক্লাসটা শেষ হয়ে যাবে। তো আমরা আজকে মোটামুটি ডক্টর ফাস্টাসের কিছু ইন্ট্রোডাকশন সম্পর্কে জানলাম এবং কিছু চরিত্র সম্পর্কে জানলাম। ওকে, সো আজকের ক্লাসটি এই পর্যন্তই। ভালো থাকবেন। হ্যাঁ, ওকে স্যার। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।